Hey everyone, it's Christina George from Paranormal Connections. Just chiming in as I told everybody that I was going to be doing an update on Sunday the 24th for all of those people out there that were believing that the 23rd was going to be the end of the world. So we're going to wait a couple minutes so we can get some people here. Hold on just a second. Hey Ty, hey Dan. Hey Christopher, how are you? Let me just, hey Robert, let me just add a few people real quick and then we will go live. All right, so let me see where we're at. Hey, Pat. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Brian. Nice to see everybody here. I'm glad that everybody is tuning in. So, again, happy Sunday, September 24th. As we all know, everybody had been posting all over the internet. We've got the Christian numerologist who said that Planet X was going to be shown yesterday and it was going to crash in and to the earth and kill us all. Then we had the blind nun, the blind sister, who stated that we were going to get struck with something from the sky. It was going to create a mega tsunami that was going to take out the complete U.S. I guess that one's better than destroying the whole world, but still didn't put too much into it. Then more Christian prophecies of revelations that it was going to end. We had articles that said that they had deciphered writings in the ancient pyramids, which stated that yesterday was the day the world would end. And last but not least, we had that there was going to be an alien invasion yesterday. We were all going to be probed or abducted and not brought back. Not that, I don't know, might not be so bad. It's pretty bad here too. Hey Louis, hey Carlos, hey Melody, Lynn, Stephanie, hey girl, how are you? Lynn, Sarah, Glenn. Yeah, Robert, no rapture. Damn it, I was kind of hoping for it, but according to my precog dreams, as we all know, no end of the world in sight. Now, with that being said, there is still lots to come. Now, I do want to make a point. So the last live stream that I did, I was talking about how, we get these people, especially the Christian, believe nothing against Christians, but these Christian so-called prophets that come out and put dates on things. It's probably the worst thing you could do because if you look back in history, it happens all the time, and obviously not one of them have been correct. So after you put a date out there like that and it doesn't happen, your name is toast. Nobody's going to believe you. So I did kind of say more than likely what they'll do is as the date gets closer, or if it doesn't happen, they'll change the date. Well, the day before yesterday, so on Friday, the Christian numerologist had put out that he had changed his mind. So the world was not going to end and we weren't going to see Planet X and be killed by it. But instead, it was going to be the end of the world as we know it. Well, things are changing every year, so it just gets worse and worse. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Hey, Sparky. Hey, Michael. Hey, Rahelia. Hey, Daniel. So, yeah, and so now they've actually, some of them have changed their dates. So now it's supposed to be October. So everybody that's a doomsdayer, be careful for October. Don't have too much, well, actually go out and have a whole lot of fun in October. If it's going to end, it's going to end. That's just the way it is. So I myself ended up last night in the emergency room for the night because of my illness. So I was nice and safe there. If something happened, at least they wouldn't have to take me far. I'd be right there if anything happened. But as usual, nothing happened. It was a pretty boring night. Ended up getting out, come home, try to rest a little bit, do some work for tomorrow night's show, and doing the live stream. Let me see. Hey, Michael and Peace, nice to see you. Hey, Robert. So, oh, hey, Beatrice. So again, if you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm going to try to keep an eye on everything. Let me see if on the live stream, it always seems like I can't get any of the questions on time. So I have to go back between the two. Hey, Walter. Walter says it's a flat earth. NASA lies. Well, we know NASA lies. Hey, Angel. I don't know about how I feel about the flat earth theory, but that's neither here nor there. What I do want to talk about is some of the updates from the last Pre Cog Dream update that I did recently. So for many of you who were paying attention and watching the stream, you'll notice that let me turn off these notifications because it's going to be very annoying otherwise. It's about as bad as my phone dinging every 5 seconds. Okay, can you guys let me know if you can hear me? Oh no, my phone's going off in the background. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Hey, Diana. Hey, Maria. Okay, thanks, Angel. She said you can hear me great. So let me see. Michael MP says, I'm really upset with professional sports player not standing for the national anthem and flag. When will this stop? This kind of stuff isn't going to stop. I mean, it's all about divide people and taking sides and I really, as most people know, I don't get into the whole political stuff of how things go. My whole family has been in the military and served in the military. They served in every war. So I believe living in America, especially if you're representing an American team, that you stand for the anthem. But again, when you have a lot of chaos and drama that is created to make people take sides, there's nothing beneficial in that. So again, if we stop playing into all of this and stop making all of these walls and these boundaries and crossing these lines, it'd be a lot better. But I don't see any change in that anytime soon. So also, as I said, I was talking last time, we were talking about some of the areas that we were watching that I saw were going to be struck by earthquakes. So one of them with at least a 5 to 7, and that's actually gone down a little bit now, but from a 5 to 7, or I think a 5 to 8, I don't remember what I put, but it was something in that because it changed afterwards. But we had I said we're looking at Oregon, Northern California, Southern California, in the Baja California area, as well as up into Mexico. I felt they would get hit by another one. And I'm going to still stick with that. I mean, they got hit right after that with a 6.1, and I think they've had a 5.7. That's still going to continue. They're not out of the woods yet. So Mexico did hit. Oregon's been having some swarms, so has Southern California. But Northern California was hit off the coastline with a 5.7 and a 5.9. Interestingly enough, the USGS took down one of them, but we had screenshots of them before they did so. There's a lot of things that aren't showing up on the USGS. I usually, after I have these, I kind of have to monitor all of the different locations. And I want to say thank you so much to all of you guys out there who have been keeping your eyes open for earthquakes that hit. A lot of times I'm not online, and you guys send them to me, and that's how I find out about them first. So thank you so much. We also talked about Japan. Japan got hit. Again, I believe another one for Japan is coming. So if you're in the Japan area, have family or friends, you need to pay attention, especially right about now. I still see Oregon has not got hit yet by a bigger one, but we'll just keep on watching because I'm still being shown that, as well as Southern California. So again, even if it's a 4, people will feel it and it could do some damage. Let me see. So I also saw 2 huge eruptions that are going to happen or um, well, no, I guess they would be happening because usually once they happen, they drop off. And I haven't seen them drop off yet. So if any of the viewers, if you come across that there are any big eruptions, I know Bali, somebody sent me the Bali volcano article the other day, and they're evacuating people, so that may be it. But I see 2, so let's keep an eye on those and help me out by letting me know. Again, as always, make sure to also let me know if the earthquakes things. Now, I am being been shown some stuff that is going to become in, I think, during this winter. I want to say within the next couple of months. But we are going to see some major, major landslides and mudslides. And I think that they're mostly going to happen in the really wild-torn areas where there were huge wildfires. Now, I mean, again, none of this is anything that is unnatural or wouldn't happen anyway. But again, I'm just being shown it ahead of time. So if you live in those areas, just be aware. And again, have a plan. That's it. That's all. I'm not telling people anything that is new. If you live in California, we always expect earthquakes. You know, it could happen anytime, just like Mexico, just like anywhere in the world. You know, you can have a hurricane, or you can have a tornado or a wildfire. There's so many different things that can happen. We just have to be prepared for those things. So it's not like I'm telling you any information and when I say, oh, an earthquake is coming, that shouldn't surprise you. But at least having a little bit of a window to know to get a plan together and be on watch, that's what it's all about, at least for me. So you'll never see me give a specific date on anything because I never know when that may be. So I don't get any of that stuff. Let's see. Oh, there's so many I can't. For some reason, I wasn't getting anything. Hey, Julie. Nice to see you. Hey, Charlene. Marie says, Malibu always has landslides, and she said that means Burbank, Glendale, since the mountains are now bare. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of locations that people have to really watch about things. And LA is actually, we know, last year or the year before on, I'm trying to think of, when you go over the mountains into Los Angeles, they had a huge mudslide that happened there. And again, you can expect things like that as well. But I mean, I'm talking about some mudslides and landslides that, again, these are going to make news and they're going to be big. This isn't going to be something that's just going to be a tiny thing. So just so we know. Hold on just a second. How come I can't see any comments? Hey, Jesus, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh, Walter says, praying for you every time I see you're getting sick. Stay strong. Thank you so much. You know, I really do appreciate that. As many know, I live with an illness that there has no cure. So my health is up and down, and I'll tell you, having all of these precogs has played a big part. I tell you, since last October, I have been very ill, and anybody who's followed me knows that I've spent about a week in the hospital every month since then with crazy stuff going on. And last 2 months I've been having these precogs on a daily basis. Thankfully, last night I did not have one. It seems like when I'm not at home, I don't have them. So maybe the answer is I need to just travel around and never sleep at home, so that way I don't have to worry about having them. If I'm not seeing people's comments, so hopefully everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, can you, or if everybody's still there, can you comment in the comment section so I can see if they're popping up? Okay. All right. Well, I guess people are hearing. Hey, Robert. Okay. So people still are hearing. So I guess I'm still on. But as I said, we are going to be looking for some more earthquake activity, volcanic activity. Hurricanes are not over yet. We will be seeing more of those. So unfortunately, that's not going to be a good thing. Praying for the people who are in Puerto Rico because, again, they're without power. Their island was completely decimated. It's pretty bad over there. But, you know, we are humans, and I'll tell you, it's amazing to see how people are bouncing back and rebuilding. I mean, that's their homes. So I completely understand, and hopefully people will be out there helping. Same with Mexico City. I mean, they've been hit every time that I have to say that some place is going to be hit by a large earthquake. It just makes my stomach turn. And I even got accused of, trying to scare people and talking about all these things, but I don't talk about anything that's going on in my own backyard. And, look, I'm on the West Coast for anybody who doesn't know. So, talking about what's going on here has been kind of a precedent for me because all of my friends, family, and my children, parents, everything live all up along the coast from Washington State all the way up to Los Angeles. So, and I even have family members through my ex-husband in Mexico. So again, it's never anything that I like to put out there, but it is what's going on. And so again, if people just paid attention, there's a whole lot that they could probably, be prepared for and avoid. I mean, if it's your time, it's your time. There's nothing that even being prepared is not going to change that. But I'm hoping that this is Utah going to have a bad winter. We are all going to have a bad winter. That I will tell you. I think that this is going to be one for the record books for sure. Alex is saying, do you think soon there will be a large magnitude earthquakes near Cali? Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, thankfully, I had called the one in Northern California to be off the coastline and a few other ones, so that's been good. But there are going to be more that come, and we need to be prepared because these aren't always going to be out in the ocean. So, and even if they are, they're deep enough, we'll still be affected. So, again, those are things that we need to watch out for. Let's see. All right. Well, unless anybody has any other questions, I guess I will stop this for now. But again, I'm going to try to do daily updates so that people will have an idea what's going on, what's happened, what's comes to be. Hey, I might be wrong. And you know what? To be honest, most people don't like to be wrong. But me personally, to be wrong about something like this would absolutely be okay for me. It's hard being shown this stuff and then knowing that it's going to come true. So anyway, hey Renee, nice to see you. So all right, guys. So like I said, I will be back tomorrow. You want to join me tomorrow? I have the group from the owners of the Horsefly Chronicles house, Julia and Philip Siracusa. They're going to be with us along with Vanessa Hogel. I'm going to give you the whole lineup here real quick. Hold on just a second. So we're going to have Maria Smith. We're going to have Brian J. Kano. Everybody knows Brian. Scotty Rorick. Many people know him. Vanessa Hogel, Phil and Julia Siracusa. And they're going to be joining us on the National Ghost Hunting Day, which is this Saturday, September 30th. They're going to be discussing the history of the house, and they're going to be doing a live investigation there. So we are going to be covering that here on Paranormal Connections for them. Again, we spoke to Philip and Julia plenty of times about the Horsefly Chronicles. We've also had Vanessa Hogel on the show. So it should be a great show. Again, they'll be giving all the information out there. You can also check out the website itself. It's www.largestghosthunt.com. It is going to be a live stream of homes and investigations of them all over the world. So it's going to be definitely interesting. And so again, if you can't make it yourself, make sure to check out my show, where we'll be doing live updates and check-ins here on Facebook and YouTube. So it should be a lot of fun. Let me check real quick. Oh, thank you, Michael, and I appreciate that. Hey, Shelley. Richard is asking, do you really think anyone believed the world would come to an end on Saturday? Absolutely, I do. And the reason I say that is because you would be shocked at how much flack I got for posting comments, not only on my own page, but also on my friends' pages about stop posting this crap. It is not real. But so yes, absolutely. People told me I needed to go to church. People told me that I needed to read the Bible. I needed to stop thinking I knew it all. I was accused of being a diva. You name it. So yes, I absolutely do believe that people believed that it was going to end. Now, again, for all those people, I tried to get them to sign over their homes, their cars, their valuables to me, since they weren't going to need them. And I mean, obviously, here we are on Sunday, so I could have used them. But, you know, it was called off in some way, so what can we do? Richard said you should have told them to send all their money to, and that's exactly what I did. But, you know, again, people say they want to believe this stuff, and they do. And there are people in the past, because of these prediction dates, that have actually went and tried to commit suicide. So it's crazy. So again, people, you know, even if you follow the Bible will say that, you know, no man is going to know when the end of the world is going to happen. So you won't be hearing any kind of end of the world prophecies from me. And even if I'm shown something like that, what I'm going to do is tell everybody, hey, go have the best time you can this weekend or this next few days and enjoy life to the fullest. I'm not going to say, hey, everybody's going to die. Like, who does that? So anyway, I've never been shown any kind of end of the world scenarios, so I'm going to stick with my precog dreams because they seem to be much more accurate than obviously the articles online. Lynn says, same people in Cali claim to have gotten an interpretation on TV. Oh, an interruption on TV saying that the world was ending. Yeah, again, and it's like, really, I mean, I don't know. Nobody who lives in that area has confirmed this to me. But again, why would you put something out there like that except to lead people astray? So a lot of people, you know, see that and they go, oh my God, it's on the news, it's on mainstream media, it must be true. And if that's the case, you know, got a bridge to sell you to nowhere. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here for the day. I will be back tomorrow. Make sure to check out the show tomorrow night, 6 p.m. You can find us on Spreaker at United Public Radio Network, and you can go to www.theunited www.uprntalkradio.com and listen to us live 6 p.m. tomorrow night. All right. Talk to everybody later. Hope you have a great week, and I'm so glad we're all still here. Mwah.